All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Scat Field for our women's soccer action here today. It's a beautiful day to be on the pitch as we now have our kickoff with our away team. Starting their possession off on the back line, starting to get a few passes around here. We now have number 2 trying to get a ball through the midfield, gets deflected, but they will maintain possession. 2 drops it off to 13 along the back line. Tries to get another ball through the midfield as a cross, but it does not get through. Now we have a chip shot It looks like it is going to be kicked out of play. And we will have the very first goal kick of the game. It'll be Bishop's possession. Have a quick stoppage of play here so referees can have a word with two contestants here. Not quite too sure what is being discussed. But we will resume play with a goal kick from the keeper, Grace Walls.
It's overlaid, but I don't see anything here where I can control the score.
Nicely done to control it there with the chest, but Wesleyan will maintain possession here with Mackenzie Thornton as she tries to play a ball up the line, but she kicks it out of play. A bit rushed.
I got it, it's off.
As we now have a throw-in from number 13 here. Fedison now finds number 21, Hannah Woodward, who then plays a ball across field for the switch. Ferrum trying to maintain possession as there's defender having pressure. Defender does win that battle and forces a turnover for a Wesleyan throw-in. That's number 17, Alicia Harp there with throw-in. Harp with a very nice toss. Unfortunately, unable to get it under control. Both teams are kind of trying to fight for possession here. No one's really maintained a possession for this battle. But it looks like Mackenzie Stallfire, Stallfury, will end up getting it over to Alicia Harp, who then makes a move on the defender, but gets it turned over. Tries to play a ball in for the cross, but Stallfury is there to stop that one. Seems like this Ferrum College team is playing a lot of switches into the box here. It looks like they're showing their aggressiveness early.
Soccer scoreboard.
Not really able to connect with any of them, but they are nonetheless still attempting to get the crosses into the box. Grace Halls here with the goal kick. Very well done by Samantha Dale to get to the ball first. Ball's going to be behind Mackenzie Thornton's foot.
Open team.
There's Maddie Edwards there that's getting taken down with the foul. We'll have a Bishop free kick in their own half. Looks like this is going to be taken by Thornton. Gives her team a sec to push forward. Surely this is going to be a long one. Analyzing her options, it is going to be a long one. Over the Ferrum line, that one finds Eden Whiteside. Whiteside then takes a touch but loses it, but this finds Maddie Edwards. Edward tries to play a deep one, but it's deflected by Ferrum. Ferrum now moving along downfield. This one finds number 4. Number 4 now working back in her own half. Drops it off to her back line as number 21. Then tries to play a ball over the back line, but chips it out of play. And now here's Michaela Farrow giving a throw-in to Eden Whiteside. Whiteside takes a touch, but it goes out of play. With the Ferrum throw-in, here's number 18 with a nice touch to take the ball down. But it's turned over. Now here's Casola with a nice ball in the midfield here. Casola gets another touch, drops it off to Maddie Edwards. Edwards makes a spin, drops it off to Thornton. Thornton then plays a ball over the top. Very nicely done. And here's Farrow running after it, but not enough speed for Farrow to get to the ball before it goes out of play. with this goal kick. It takes a bounce. Ferrum does get to it first, though. But Ferrum player number 13 does try to take a touch and get it out of play. It's a very cloudy day here in Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Temperatures around 78 degrees and a bit windy. Quite favorable for to play on the pitch today, though. Bishop's defenders starting to be more aggressive, as this ball is actually played through the Bishop back line, but Thornton uses her speed to get to it first and drops it off to the goalkeeper, Grace Walls, who then hands it back to Thornton as she starts to take her space, looks up, finding her options, decides to play it to Casola. Casola then plays it to Faro. Faro to Whiteside. Whiteside back to Faro, but it is out of play. So we'll have a Ferrum throw in here. Very nicely done by Faro to get to the ball in that scurry. Number 13 plays a nice ball through, but is going to be called offsides for the run. It was well executed by 13 to play that ball through the Bishop back line, but number 4 rushed her run a bit too soon. Switch across the field by Ferrum. Still passing the ball along their back line, trying to open up this Bishop defense a bit. Back line is doing very well by Ferrum to maintain possession. Spoke too soon, as here comes Mia Sherber to get the interception. Nice ball down the line. Let's see if number 4 will have enough speed to maintain possession. Sideline referee says that she does go out of bounds with the ball. So we'll have a Bishop throw-in along their right side line, trying to move the ball upfield. Nice touch by Kylie Casola. Faro's making quick work of stepping up to the defender. We now have a switch across field for the Bishops, as we now have a chip ball by Samantha Dale. Dale made a very nice placement of that one, but Ferrum was quick to hustle to it. We now have another runner offsides. There's number 4 again. 4 is being very aggressive with her runs. That's Ashley Mitchum. Definitely can see Mitchum's aggressive play style here early. Nicely done by Stall Fury to force that deflection off of a Ferrum defender. Once again, here's Mitchum offsides yet again. That is her 4th time. so far in our play that she has not timed her runs very well. Perhaps she's fallen for the Bishop's backline step trap. It's where before the ball is played, the backline will take a step to force that runner to be offsides, as this one is not going to be offsides by Mitchum. She is one-on-one with the goalkeeper, takes the shot, and it goes in as Mitchum's aggressive play style pays off for Ferrum early. They break the tie and force the score to be 1-0. Looks like Mitchum finally had a little bit more patience with her run there and waited for the perfect moment. We now have another threat here as there's another one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Here comes Grace Walls, and Grace Walls comes out of the goal at the perfect time to get the first save of the day for her. It's very well timed for the goalkeeper to come off the line and pressure the striker at that moment. With that deflection, we are going to have our first corner kick of the contest so far. Very good step there from the defender, Maddie Edwards. And we now have another offsides call once again. If that was not going to be called offsides, that would have for sure been the second goal, as she does put it in the low bottom left corner. It's a good shot nonetheless, but will not count. Nice flick from Dell there to get her defender off of her. Ferrum's through balls are starting to be more timely, as this goal kick is going to take a bounce, and Eden Whiteside is going to be the one to touch it last. Farrell takes a stumble there, getting caught up in the defender's foot. But she gets up. Everything is all right. We will resume play. Nice job by Alicia Harp to use her body to shield the ball so Grace Walls can come off the line to secure it for another punt. Good step by Thornton there to stop that attack. Both teams starting to show a little bit more tenacity now that things have seemed to be warmed up now. We'll see what happens here in the second half of play during this first half. We now have a Bishop running down line, making a move, getting the ball into the midfield. Nice little 1-2 combo there, as we now have a chip that goes off of a Ferrum defender, and the Bishops will have their first corner kick of the competition. It looks like this is going to be taken by number 21, Samantha Dale. Faro gets the ball before anyone does, and now here's Whiteside, puts a ball in the box. Actually, it's going to be a shot, but the goalkeeper has no trouble coming off the line to secure this one. We now have another Ferrum threat here, but is kicked right at the goalkeeper, so she can corral that one with little to no problems at all. And now here's Walls with her punt. Nice by Eden Whiteside to get a touch on it first, but executed her second touch, trying to get a ball in the midfield. That'll be a turnover. But here's Harp getting to the ball first, using her body yet again to shield it before anyone else can get to it. Bishop seems to get to this one first. Nice job by Stall Fury to get to it and clear it before there's another imminent threat. Now here's Sherber with a one-man attack here. Dale tries to get a ball into the box, but Ferrum does clear it, and then we will have another Bishop throw in. This one's going to be taken by number 17, Alicia Harp. Harp with the long throw in down the line. Bishops do control it, but Ferrum does touch it last and kicks it out of play, so Harp will have another throw in. This one is now even further down the line. Now we will have a Bishop switch cross field. Misplaced there. Would have been perfect if we had a runner there, but unfortunately did not. Now have a runner offsides again, as that is again number 4. I believe that'll be her 5th time offsides. Her aggressiveness is the factor that got them the first goal of this match. Now have Maddie Edwards trying to play a ball into the box. Ball ends up finding Samantha Dale's foot, but before that happens, it can actually be a turnover. Now ball's going Ferrum's way. Ferrum still maintaining possession here, getting everything under control. Chips one over the Bishop back line, and now we have another Ferrum imminent threat here, but Stall Fury able to get a body on the attacker to throw off her shot and gives her keeper, Grace Walls, a chance to get the save. So that'll be Grace's second or third save so far. Ferrum gets the ball first with a header, and the defender decides to just play it out of bounds. It's never a bad choice when you have a lot of your opponent's teams on your back and no outlet pass. Stall Fury gets it to Thornton. Thornton now plays the ball into the midfield to Edwards. Edward goes to Stall Fury. To Dale. Dale takes a shot from very far out. And is going to be easily saved by the Ferrum goalkeeper. Edwards miskicks this one. But we will have another offsides call for Ferrum. Ball now finds Alicia Hart's feet. She decides to slow everything down for her team and play the ball all the way back to her goalkeeper, Grace Walls, who then kicks it out of her box to about the halfway line to where now Ferrum has control of the ball. This one is going to be onside as the goalkeeper, Grace Walls, is not unable to get a save on this one, as this one is going to be the second goal for Ferrum. With that shot, that now makes the score 2-0 in favor of Ferrum College. That goal is going to be tallied to Bree Britz. Now we have Eden Whiteside one-on-one here as she tries to turn her body inward towards the goal, unable to get that left foot placed in the right spot to take a shot. Ends up kicking it out of play. Following that short Bishop attack, we will now have a foul that is going to result in a free kick very close to the box here, just right outside the arc on the 18. It looks like this one's going to be taken by Dale. Surely she's going to take this one as a shot for herself. Try to get the Bishops on board here, as this is well within her shooting range. Dale kicks it, and it is right at the keep for another save. No one can fault Dell for taking that for herself, as she is a powerful right kicker. Probably the strongest leg swing amongst the strikers on this team. Here comes number 4 with another run, but this is going to be her 6th offside call. Mitchum still being aggressive here in this first half of play. Nicely done by Casola to get the control from that one. Tries to play a ball down line as Dale did call for it, but Dale unable to use her speed to get to it in time. As we will now have a substitution on the field. Now we will bring in number 15, Nicole Yagi, who'll be replacing Kylie Casola. Yagi, a small, crafty winger with very good touches. As you see, she just had one right there. Nicole then takes it down. Yagi makes a move to beat her defender. Starting to get swarmed. It is able to actually get a ball into the midfield before this was now taken over. But Maddie Edwards is quickly able to get to it. As this one is not going to be called offsides, we now have another one-on-one here. And here comes Thornton using her body to help her goalkeeper out for Grace Walls to be able to come out and save another. Very nicely done by Thornton to sacrifice herself. Yagi now putting a bit pressure. Almost got to it before the goalkeeper did. The goalkeeper was off the line, so if Yagi did get a touch on it, that for sure would have been another goal. But now we have Ferrum with another imminent threat of their own, as Grace Wall gets a hand on it and able to get another save, and Bishops clear the ball. We're now entering just under 16 minutes. Excuse me, just under 17 minutes of play. As this one is chipped into the box, Bishops will have no problem getting to it before Ferrum does, and we will have a clear. And this one is going to end up being a Ferrum corner. And saved by Grace Walls yet again. With this punt out of her box, this one is for sure her furthest of the day. Looks like her legs is finally warmed up. We're going to be called for a foul, and it'll be Ferrum's possession of ball. Here's Harp with the throw in. We now have 15 pressing the matter. Tries to get a switch, does get the switch, and that is a beautiful ball as the score is going to be 3-0 in order of Ferrum. That is Jamie Adams with a beautiful ball into the box.
Yeah, so we had a meeting on, currently a board of 2. So
And that's Brianna Hillary getting the third goal of the contest.
we had people come out and share ideas, and it was just kind of like really casual, but also how do we make this a thing on campus? It needs to be a thing. But have fun games, but if we don't put money in the game, they're gonna cease to exist with funding and so how do we keep this alive? There's a lot of good ideas. We do have merch as well, but then it's also merch. Yeah.
After that foul, we will have another Ferrum free kick.
So yeah.
Ferrum now working downfield yet again as this one is now going to be out of play. And Bishops will have, looks like, a goal kick. Correction, it's going to be a throw-in. Bishop's now charging downfield with Eden Whiteside leading the charge. We'll now have another Bishop throw in. Ten and a half minutes left here of play. We still have a score of 3-0 in favor of Ferrum, as we now have a Ferrum throw-in. Ferrum will still maintain possession. Bishops do get a header on it, as that is Maddie Edwards getting to it. And then Thornton getting a foot on it. That is an aggressive shove here by number 21. Faro getting to the ball before anyone else does. But Ferrum does end up maintaining possession, as we now have another offsides call. With that touch, we will have a Bishop throw-in yet again. This one's going to be taken by Faro on the right line. She looks like she's going to be tossing it down line to number 11, who is unable to body up her defender and take control of the ball. It ends up touching it out of play. But here's Faro getting the ball right back for her Bishops. This one's going to be laid off to the goalkeep, who punts it out of play. Excuse me, not out of play, downfield. Very nicely placed by Thornton to get the ball down to Yagi within the box. Very nice ball through the Bishop back line, but here comes the Bishops to get the ball back to Grace Walls to keep, to get a punt out of the box and stop that threat from Ferrum. And now Samantha Dale using her body to get to the ball, as she is tripped up by number 2. And we'll now have a free kick. Thornton looking for Yagi again. Yagi gets to it, takes a shot, is deflected by the Ferrum defender, who clears the ball out of play. And now here's Faro. Throws it a little bit down line towards the box. Ferrum does get to the ball first with a header, and now is pressing upfield, as this one is nicely placed down the line. Ferrum is going to be able to get to it first before the Bishops. Nicely slided by Thornton to stop the threat for now, as it is going to be deflected off of a Bishop defender for a fair throw-in. They get it in quickly, and now here's number 26 trying to get in the box, but is going to be turned over. And we will have now another throw-in by the Bishops. Try to get it down the line, not very far from staying in play, but unfortunately it's going to be down, out of bounds. Faro decides to go to number 11 downfield. 11 does get the flick, trying to get to number 33, but 33 is unable to use her speed to get to the ball. Very nice tackle there by Faro, forcing the turnover. And now here comes Dale. Dale making a few moves, getting past everyone. Dale takes a shot towards goal and is going to be on the ground, saved by the keeper. With this free kick, we are about to enter just under 3 minutes of play. It's going to be last touched by Ferrum, so we'll have another Bishop throw in. Dale tries to get the header flick down the line, ends up going out of play again. So now we will have a Ferrum throw in. Ferrum moving the ball along the midfield. It's a nice ball through, gets a chip over, and we will have another offsides call from Ferrum. The offsides call from Ferrum have been more than you can think of, as they now have 10 offside calls from their aggressive runs. But with a score and a lead of 3-0, you would think that they would tell their team to still remain aggressive, as Nicole Yagi now starts to pressure the Ferrum back line. Maddie Edwards stepping for the interception. Nice move there, as we now have a ball that was going to be played as a through ball, hits the Bishop runner's back heel. And now Ferrum is attacking yet again, as we have the 11th offsides call for Ferrum. About a minute and 40 seconds left here in the first half. Looks like we're going to be wrapping things up here shortly. As this one slips past everyone on that back line, and we are going to have a goal kick.
I think maybe it was one time when I played that I just kind of beat it. For example, if I'm talking to somebody like that, I don't have to be that hard, so I'm on the phone like focused. So I'm like, I want to make sure they understand me. But besides that, I think
Nice header there from Sophia Adame. And this ball is going to be chipped right over the back line as we now have number 3 making a move to try to get into the box. Very nicely done by Thornton to stop that one. Maddie Edwards now has the ball, chips it over number 11 to keep possession of the ball. Maddie Edwards now lays it off to Nicole Yagi. Yagi takes a touch and has the ball intercepted. Ferrum now with their last attack chances as we now have the 13th offsides call. Referee threw up the flag, so excuse me, that will be still number 12. No, we did have a runner offsides for Ferrum. Now Ferrum clears the ball, and that will be the end of the first half of action here at Scat Field, with Ferrum taking a commanding 3-0 lead. Ferrum's aggressive runs have been, for sure, the main drive for this lead, as they do have the 3-0 score so far. Still another half, so we'll hope that the Bishops can come back after this halftime break and catch up very soon. We'll be right back here at Scat Field with more action. And we are back for more second half action here at Scat Field as the Bishops do have first kickoff. Eden Whiteside there trying to get control of the ball, but it ends up getting to Maddie Edwards, who now touches it to Alicia Hart, but Edwards' touch is not strong enough as it is turned over, but Bishops do quickly gain possession back as we now have Sherber with the ball. Sherber trying to get in front of her defender, but does go out of play. We'll have a Bishop throw in here with number 17, Alicia Harp. Harp now targets Samantha Dale. Dale finds Sherber in the midfield. Sherber puts a shot towards goal and is corralled by the keep. So Bishop's off to an early start with the shots against Ferrum this second half of play. We'll have a punt from the box. Touched by Maddie Edwards to Eden Whiteside. Whiteside now plays the ball down the line to Harp. Harp now taking space downfield. Harp tries to get it into Dale, but Ferrum does get a touch on it first. Looks like we had a foul on the play, and we'll have a free kick that's going to be taken by number 21, Samantha Dale. This is a bit out of her shooting range, so you would think this is going to be a cross into the box with Dale targeting one of her many runners. It actually is a shot instead, and is easily saved by the goalkeeper. This punt takes a bounce, and Ferrum does take control of it. Number 23 does a nice job of keeping it in play, but does not get the ball to her selected target in time. As there's number 33, Peyton Staub, with the deflection, and from that throw-in, Alicia Harp gets her own deflection to stop the threat. Staub using her body to shield. Ferrum does still have possession of the ball, though. Tries to get a switch across field. The Bishops do get to it, but Ferrum does gain control once again. This one goes out of play behind the goal, so we will have a goal kick. Ferrum now has another opportunity to come and get their next goal, but it's going to be called for offsides. That will be the 13th one of the game so far for Ferrum.
time seeing live coaching since last year.
Ball finds Alicia Harp. Harp tries to get a little back heel flick, but still fighting for the ball here. Harp gets tangled up, and it'll be a free kick. It's going to be taken by Thornton.
I didn't realize it was that. The one that coach called strike for the only yeah, you can't do it. How did Gavin go? I think I was mentally checked out by then. No way, that's not out. I think he's going through the age bucket after he not set it.
Bishops almost had a chance there to get their first goal on the board, but does go out of play, so it'll be a Ferrum goal kick.
I wanted it too bad. I was like way out in front of the seater trying to hit it absolutely Monday. I thought he was like in the ballpark when I was 86. It was like
From that goal kick, we'll have a Bishop throw in.
maybe like is that you remember the one that I struck out on in person? It was all way high. It was there for a little while. It started out. Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I'm not gonna. I was there when Wardog threw it.
Ferrum defender now plays a ball beautifully down the line, but Thornton uses that fast speed of hers to clear it.
It's just you got stuff running like on time with his feet.
Ferrum now playing a ball into the box. Have another chance to score here, but Bishop's not letting up yet. As we now are going to be having a free kick as the Ferrum attacker falls down. Looks like there was a little bit of shoving there, so referee does call it. There's no cards on the play, but Ferrum does have another opportunity to get their fourth goal of the matchup so far. It's a low shot. And the goalkeeper is actually able to get her hands on it after deflecting it first. Alicia Harp here doing her best to stop these Ferrum attackers on her side. Bishops have switched their goalkeeper for the game. Now keeping for the Bishops is number 1, Olivia Dejewski. That shot is right over the goalkeeper, goes out of play, so we will have a Bishop goal kick. But that little scuffle will end that one with a Bishop throw-in. It's going to be taken on the right side of the field. Bishops now have a chance moving downfield here very quickly, rapid pace. Whiteside calls for a ball in the box. Whiteside is free, lays it off to Dale, but Dale does not complete her run. Bishops did have a very good opportunity to score there, but here's Hart fighting for the ball here. That is going to be definitely a foul against number 15. Harp doing a very good job using her body to shield there. Harp has definitely played a fantastic game here, playing the left outside back. Harp now shielding, waits for it to go out of play. Very smart choice by her, as she now plays a throw in to Samantha Dale. Dale using her body to shield it, makes a move, beats her defender, and gets down the line. She's now 1-on-2. Still has possession of the ball, though. Flicks it off of the Ferrum defender and forces a corner kick. Looks like number 14, Kylie Casolo, will be checking back into the game now for the Bishops. This corner kick is going to be laid off short back to Samantha Dale. Dale now has to make a move to get it back inside, but is double teamed and has another turnover. But Kylie Casola comes in to clean it up. And now here's Alicia Hart. Hart plays across into the box, and Ferrum defender does get a foot on it, and goalkeeper comes and corrals it before anyone else can make a move towards the ball. With this punt out of the box, looks like it is going to take a touch off of Maddie Edwards. She's unable to fully control it, so the ball is going to get laid off to number 15. 15 now passes to 23. 23 makes the move inside and plays a nice ball through the middle of the Bishop back line, and now it is 1-on-1 yet again. But here comes Thornton putting on pressure along with number 33 Peyton Staub to let Olivia Dejewski get in place and get her next save. Sorry. That'll be her second save so far of the contest. This one is going to be shot by the free kick. What a beautiful shot there. That is Miss Amber with a beautiful shot from the free kick that just is chipped right over Dejewski's fingertips. That is an amazing free kick there. There's not much that you can do from Dejewski there. As we'll now have a substitution, looks like number 15, Nicole Yagi, is going to be checking back into the game. That makes the score 4-0, as now we will have a Ferrum throw-in. That last goal is by number 10, Amber Gillian. This one is chipped to Casola. Casola unable to get her feet on it. Now we have Alicia Harp here. No Ferrum defenders on her. Plays a ball into the box, and that was Kylie Casola there. Unable to get her foot on the ball before Ferrum clears it, but Bishops definitely did have a chance to get on the scoreboard to get that 0 out of existence. But nonetheless, we will have a corner kick here for the Bishops. I believe this will be their 3rd or 4th of the contest. This is shot into the box. Bishops do get a foot on it from number 23, Mia Scherber, but does not go towards the goal. It is cleared, but we will have a Bishop throw-in. Bishops take it quickly, gets it into Kylie Casola. Casola tries to find a Bishop down the line, but Ferrum does kick it out of play, and we'll have another Bishop throw-in. A few Bishops making their check-in runs, some making runs down the line. They decide to throw it in towards the box, towards Nicole Yagi. Yagi unable to get to it in time. And it is cleared again, so we'll have another Bishop throw in. 27.5 minutes left here in this contest. Bishop still looking for their first goal. Here's Kylie Casola. Casola touches it to Yagi. Yagi passes it down the line to get a chip into the box, and it is taken down by Ferrum. Ferrum now charging upfield. Number 18 now chips one over the back line, and Thornton is starting to shield so Dajewski can come off the line and grab it for a punt. Dajewski's punt finds a Ferrum defender. And the ball is now played into the Ferrum box. The Juicy comes off the line and gets the save. Ferrum now starts to move back into midfield as the Juicy comes off her line and gets that chip that was going to be crossed into the box. Didn't seem like a Ferrum runner started their approach towards the ball yet. As the Juicy punt takes a bounce to Mia Scherber. Scherber heads it. It gets a tap over the back line. Keep comes off of her line and clears it out of play, so Bishops will have another throw in along the right side line. We now have Eden Whiteside here with the ball. Plays the ball into the box to Scherber, but it is deflected. But here comes Scherber. Scherber gets a foot on it, but goalkeeper comes off the line to get the next save. Harp ends up finding the ball. Harp takes a shot towards the goalkeeper, and it is off target by about 2 feet. Keeper moves to the left and snags that one. Bishop's starting to get a little bit more aggressive than the first half here. Hopefully looking to get their first goal still. As Ferrum goalkeeper punts it out of the box. Thornton is now running after it. She just decides to play it out of play. Looks like we'll have a Ferrum substitution here. Nice job by Thornton to be able to get in the middle of that play and get the ball out of bounds. That is for sure an illegal throw, and Bishops will definitely take control after that one. It's like number 15 kind of went to the side of her body for that throw in instead of over the top of the head. And Harp throws a big one down line as Ferrum gets a foot on it first. And here comes Nicole Yagi. Yagi now plays it into Casola. Casola takes it down with her chest. And the ball ends up finding number 15 from Ferrum. But here comes Alicia Harp yet again with another stop. Plays a back heel down line to Samantha Dale. Dale now making a few moves trying to beat the defender. This is going to be another offsides. This one is going to be targeted towards Ferrum's number 18. Alicia Harp still having that great defensive game that she's been having so far. Harp was unable to play last year due to a leg injury. As you can see, she's still wearing that leg brace, but we know the Bishops are glad to have her back on their defensive back line, as she is a great help. Ball's going to be laid off to Maddie Edwards. Edwards then gets it to Casola. Casola now making a move towards the midfield. Passes it to Sherber. Sherber tries to chip it to Eden Whiteside. Whiteside then deflects it out of play. Ball's going to be thrown into Yagi. Yagi gets a touch on it to get it under control. Then plays it out of to the midfield, but Ferrum does get control of it. But here comes Maddie Edwards trying to use her body to get in front of it. So Bishops play a ball down the line, and looks like it's going to go out of play for a Ferrum throw-in. Sun was starting to come out here in Rocky Mount, North Carolina, but clouds is starting to take over once again. The cloudy weather does help with the stamina here, so sure the players are definitely happy that it's not too hot out. With a little bit of wind. This ball is chipped into the box. Nicole Yagi gets a header on it, and now here's Dale trying to get a flick over the defender. Yagi ends up having the ball, and now it finds Dale. Dale takes a shot. It's deflected. Dale still has the ball, but this one is taken down. Finds Harp. Harp now has the ball. Passes it off to Maddie Edwards. Maddie Edwards takes a shot, and this goes far wide to the right. Just about half of our time here has expired in the second half. Bishops are looking a bit more aggressive here. Stay tuned to see if we can break that 0 off of the board. Who knows? With 20 minutes, you can still find momentum to even change this game around. As we now have Ferrum passing the ball along their back line. Ball is played back to the goalkeeper, but Nicole Yagi is in heavy pursuit. Goalkeeper has to punt it very quickly. Very nicely done by the Bishop back line to stop Ferrum on their next offensive drive against them. We'll have a Ferrum throw-in. It's taken down quite easily by Ferrum. but there's number 33, Peyton Staub, to clear it once again. Bishops end up forcing a turnover, tries to get the ball downfield to Kylie Casola. Casola now taking touches and gets a deflection that is now going to be a Bishop throw-in. Following the Bishop substitution, here we are with the throw-in. Ball ends up finding Casola. Casola takes the touch, tries to get a ball downfield to Nicole Yagi. Yagi unable to get to it, so Ferrum has now control of the ball. Plays it back to number 13 on the back line. 13, he's now passing it to number 21. 21 tries to get a chip over the Bishop back line, and it's going to be another offsides call for Ferrum. This one now is going to be against number 3. Nicole Yagi using her body to take control of this one. Lays it off to Eden Whiteside. Whiteside passes it to Staub. Staub tries to get a ball into the midfield, and this one is going to be turned over. Ferrum now taking possession, moving downfield. As we're now starting to have a bit of a sprinkle here.